All right, guys, welcome to Reiver Esports. My name is Kilk on the mic. You've seen me once or twice before, and I've got the one and only Bones.
Hello.
Boniers, as I'm being told, is what it's called.
Yeah, this is Boniers.
From the main team, you are one of the main support players. Unfortunately, your opponents were unable to field their teams today, so we get to hop on board with the
White team, cream team.
with the cream team, yeah. So right off the rip, we are going Doomfist into Kiriko.
Doomfist is super interesting. We're not using our usual tank, so I know that Lord Sama really likes the dive tanks, like with Wrecking Ball and Doomfist. So I'm interested in how like the rest of the team's gonna like adapt to account for that, because Keller usually does not play that.
Yeah, and when we saw him play, he seems to like these close range brawly type champions, right? Because he also plays
Ramatra.
Ramatra, and he plays Genji as DPS.
Yes.
And we saw his Genji play last time it played, and he was fantastic as Genji.
Oh yeah. This guy's like absolutely like insane at the game, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he's wild. Just watching his moves is really good. So I think they're going to struggle a little bit with not having an Ana here against
Roadhog, yeah.
Fatty Hog.
Roadhog is a huge issue without Ana. Like with the healing changes with the new DPS passive, it is a little bit more difficult to just stay alive as just Roadhog.
Okay, because they can just stand there long range and just hammer you, right? It's just going to be difficult, right? Baptiste puts out crazy amounts of healing. Kiriko, if she lands all, I know if she lands all of her cards on the same on somebody, that's more healing.
Yes, correct. Mercy has a very low rate of healing, believe it or not.
Yeah, people just feel like they're doing something with her most of the time because of our levels of play.
Yeah.
Like nobody's bursting. We're all
Exactly.
kind of throwing damage at them constantly.
Definitely
Moon
noticed.
Rider gets the pick.
Nice.
Also gets the cleanse on his tank.
Very interested seeing Moomin Rider play Kiriko here, because usually that's Astral's character, so I wonder what warranted the swap to Lifeweaver instead.
They swapped to Lifeweaver because like mending a shadow. Lifeweaver's best.
Two Lifeweaver mains in the chat.
Yeah. Bones and I are Lifeweaver mains, by the way, so I'm waiting. What I want to see from him is I want to see good usage of the
Yes, and Tree of Life. Tree of Life is such a good swimmer. Nice ultimate. Sadly, the Baptiste countered that a bit.
We went down yeah, the Baptiste ultimate there really did she get her slam off?
I think she did, but it wasn't enough damage to make anything useful.
Hey, do we have guys on the stream? Can we see the bottom? We can see the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's on stream.
Nice. I do not have much experience with Mind God because he's like a new person. He seems to have like extremely good crosshair placement.
Yeah, his crosshair placement looked really good. I'm very... My crosshair is always moving. Like, even when I'm playing someone like easy, like, you know, Reaper or something, like my crosshair's just everywhere.
Yeah, I'm the type of person to set my...
So
I'm the type of person to set my DPI to like 9 billion because I just like being able to maneuver my camera so fast, like to look around. Especially when like I'm playing Lifeweaver, like I need to look around to heal my teammates in the back.
Oh, Bill says when you're talking mics, little does Bill know that these mics are an inch from my face.
Unfortunate that we cannot be heard. Maybe I just need to speak slightly louder.
Maybe it's just Bill's computer not being turned up.
Okay.
Yeah, see, we
So
knew
is
this
Bill
bad.
deaf?
So it looks like we do have the advantage here on this. We are at 85% with Hill. Obviously, as many of you are probably aware, in Overwatch, that doesn't really mean anything. The amount of times we've all seen 99 to zeros.
It looks like they have a Roadhog ultimate, but we have a Lifeweaver ultimate.
Oh, this is huge, and he got the pick. That's
massive
awesome.
pick.
And that's what you need at for the last push. Unfortunately, Moomin Rider gets traded out in a very awkward engagement.
Great Tree of Life. Hog is not focusing it with his whole hog, which is going to be a massive mistake by him because there's just so much sustain with that Tree of Life.
That happens a lot. The amount of times where I'm playing in my games and an enemy Tree of Life lands and nobody shoots it except for me.
Yeah, and it's like
just wild.
It's so tragic, like when you're shooting the tree, because you know if you break it, you can win the team fight, but nobody else is, so it's just a losing battle.
Yeah, they're too worried about like either getting away, right? Because they're like, oh god, we can't win this fight because they're just getting healed the whole time, or they just want to dump as much damage into somebody as they can, and it's like, nah, dump all that damage into the tree, guys, and then let's just reset the stuff.
It's like, thanks, Moira. Thank you for tickling the tank as Tree of Life's right next to him. I really appreciate the value you're providing with the team right now.
Yeah, and we see the Hawks are rocking the probably, and maybe this is different. Maybe you guys can shed some light on this for me. I know that the Ana Kiriko was basically the best healing combo in the game.
Ana Kiriko, you can never really go wrong with that unless you're getting like dived in the back all the time, in which case you'd probably swap Ana. But Kiriko, she's just universally just in every single team comp for better or worse.
Yeah, and can she cleanse Zenyatta's orb off of people?
She can cleanse the orb, so
does the cooldown continue after that on it?
Yeah, she forces the cooldown on people.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it can be useful in like scenarios where like you just need to keep the tank alive. Usually just when I save cleanse for like literally anything else though, because Sen orb, walk out of line of sight.
Yeah. I was just, one of my buddies was like, hey, if you cleanse me, like it puts the cooldown back on me, and I was like, oh really?
That's so great for you. I hope nobody else gets like Zen orb because of that.
Right. And I know when I play Zen, I'm swapping that orb to like everybody.
Looks like we're fighting at a disadvantage now because they got to pick up. Never mind.
You can't do that anymore. It's got a little cooldown on it.
You can still move it between people, but now there's like
on the person to go back to him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes luring Zenyatta pretty, honestly, not that bad.
As you guys can see, it's still 0-0. This has just been team fight central here. Nobody just wanted to take that initiative to touch the point.
Looks like Hack did take the point. Now they're at 5%.
Yep. Won that little fight against us.
Their ults seem pretty even, so this next fight.
Oh.
Ooh, nice pick on
Just,
Hack.
Oh,
ooh, and they denied the Mercy Reds. Baptiste saving that Orisa's life to get the ultimate off.
That was fantastic play there by Moomin Rider and Astral to keep everybody up.
Yeah, nice use of abilities and only used one ult. Like, that's amazing for the next fight.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we only have 3 ults up against their 3 ults, soon to be 4 ult. Never mind, they swapped to Junkrat at 87%.
Yeah, must have seen something in that comp that they didn't like. Didn't feel like having the 87% towards the ultimate was worth it.
I can definitely see value.
Or they're all expecting to use their ultimates now.
Yeah, makes sense.
So this resets them.
I definitely see some value in Junkrat because he's like AoE applying the new damage debuff. But I don't totally see the value in losing the Soldier ultimate. I feel like that would have been
Soldier
great
ultimate is really big. And speaking of ultimates, the Kiriko ultimate gets dropped, and then we wipe Casey. Wipes them with the Reaper ulti. That was nice. Reaper ultimate on top of Kiriko ultimate.
Yep. There's just so much attack speed. So much.
Like, even like Reinhardt blocking it is just not happy when it's happening to him.
Yep. Iowa Western does seem to be disadvantaged in this next fight because it's 1 ultimate versus 3, which usually that ends out poorly unless the ultimates are used poorly.
Yeah, and especially when one of those ultimates are Old Man Sigma, right?
Yeah.
Like, that ultimate by itself can literally just win stuff, which he goes for, and he got both of ours.
Supports. Yeah, we just. Oh, but we picked both of their supports too. Oh, we could clutch this up.
Oh, Casey picking up the health pack there as Reaper is able to get away, which is really big because the amount of damage that he can put out as Reaper is wild.
Another swap from the Junkrat player.
He's very uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
And he's going... I guess they've decided that they're going to try to burn the Orisa if he's going to go Bastion here. Yeah, they're going to hope for the anti.
Ooh, nice combo of Baptiste with Soldier ultimate. Auto aim and extra damage.
And we withstood all of their ultimates. Their Sojourn goes down again without using her ultimate. So there's not going to be any big old railgun shots coming towards our Baptiste anytime soon.
Yeah, they've really seemed to be like holding on to that Sojourn ultimate a lot. So good job on like our team on like denying them even. Oh, she's using it now. Very low. She got pressured. Yeah, she's out.
Yeah. As somebody, when I'm DPS, I main Sojourn. Like, it makes me sad when people are holding that ultimate. Like, just use it. Like, when it's up with Sojourn ultimate, just use it to get those picks.
Yeah.
It's so strong, and she can grind it up so fast because a lot of times with Sojourn, you're just shooting the tank to charge up those shots because it's so easy to get the charge on the tank, and then you're just flicking over and trying to right-click somebody.
Yeah, like Sojourn's so good at just getting like those random picks, like when she flicks to somebody else. Like in Overwatch, like one pick changes the entire like dynamic of the fight. Like you can't really participate in a fight anymore if you have like a 4v5.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, we got our faces on. The beautiful duo here. Kilk, Bones. Iowa Western's up 1-0 on Harrisburg, right? Is it Harrisburg?
I think so.
Harrisburg Community
HACC.
College? Yeah, the Hack Hawks. The Hack Hawks. It was good. It was a good map we saw for Iowa Western. I felt like we imposed our will on round 1, and then in round 2, it was very back and forth. Watching that play of the game, I didn't realize that he ended up killing our other DPS as well, and that Casey just got lucky getting out. Like he was down to a tick. So I don't know. How does it work? Do they get to pick map because they lost?
So since they lost, our team gets to ban one map, and they get to pick the map that they want from the remaining maps.
Cool, cool. And is round 2 push?
I think round 2 is hybrid.
Hybrid? Round 2 is hybrid? Okay.
Most commonly, I'm just going to predict it now, we're probably going to end up going Kings Row. That's usually what happens.
Is that usually where people go? So, okay.
Like, if you're not going Kings Row, what are you doing?
Is that like the best map that everybody likes?
It seems to be everybody's favorite.
Okay. That one was one of the original maps in Overwatch 1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a nostalgic map in reality, right?
Yeah.
People look at this map and they go, it's competitively sound, and it's been that way for a long time.
Overwatch's version of
Final Destination.
Bloodborne from like the original Halo combat.
Oh, okay, yeah. Blood Gulch,
Yeah,
I think what it was. Blood Gulch from original Halo.
Doesn't sound like Bones' No, it's literally my favorite map because I just get to like sit in the corner and heal people.
I know in Halo, the one map that always seems to stick with every Halo game is Midship. Midships, when that came out and you were on the Covenant battleship that you were fighting on, and then every game after that has a variation of that map. It's not always on the Covenant battleship anymore, but like that design is in every future game after that. It's wild.
I'm too young for Halo.
Whoa. Man, it's true. It's true. Unfortunately, if you look at the pro scene and the Halo pro scene, it's a much older crowd. But you see that with some of those old titles. League of Legends is the same way.
Yes.
Overwatch, I feel like they're not as old. Like if I was watching when we were watching OWL and stuff like that, I feel like those guys are probably in their very early 20s.
Yeah, makes sense.
There's whereas like Halo, like some of these guys are pushing 30 and stuff
yeah,
like
30-year-olds. Midtown, what did I
Hey,
say?
let's go.
Kings Row. I've been getting Midtown and Kings Row mixed up for a little while because we've been playing Midtown a lot recently for some reason.
So I've been hearing of this fabled Reinhardt from the top rope on this.
Oh yeah, that's like our signature cream team strategy where
and I've never seen it.
Oh, you've not seen it?
No.
That's absolutely tragic.
I hope Lord Sama pulls it out on our attack round.
Yeah, if you're wondering what the Reinhardt from the never mind, it's not gonna happen. But the Reinhardt from the top rope strategy is basically like when you're on attack, you all sit like at the very highest point of the spawn, and you have Reinhardt just charge out with the Lucio speed boosting him and hoping you'd run into somebody that wasn't paying attention.
And I assume that you can land on the bus
Yes.
and keep going straight through, and you're trying to catch somebody in that opening, right?
Yeah, it's like a bowling ball. You're trying to get a strike.
yeah, to just splat them. It sounds really cool. And ever since Mage, I heard someone did it. I heard we did it at Mage.
Yes, we did it at Mage.
Ever since that, and I wasn't watching that game unfortunately, but I was like, oh man, I want to see this happen like for real. And it makes sense. And this is kind of the equivalent, right? They all decided to hide.
Much more effective to jump with Doomfist than it is to charge with Reinhardt, but is it more fun? No. Oh, big anti.
Nice.
Ooh, big cleanse.
Now, we are seeing the Mei over on the side. She's clearly trying to wall off our team.
Yeah, that's a common strategy on this map.
I feel like that's
Mei
difficult
taken
to
out.
do against a Doomfist, right?
Oh yeah, Doomfist is extremely adept where if he's not stupid, he can just like punch in, get wall jump over it.
This is what you call going deep. Like, we... our Doomfist and Junkrat right now are way in their spawns. This is not what you normally see on this map when you're on offense. You're normally not chasing them past the first point and halfway through the second point on
Classic
round one.
Junkrat gameplay of shooting an angle and hoping for the best.
Oh, he got a hit. I feel like it's always satisfying as Junkrat when you're just throwing an angle out and then you get a hit marker. You're like, yeah, I got one.
It's like, yay, I wasn't aiming and I got rewarded. Let's go!
Ooh, Lord Sama follows up the Junkrat hit right there, and here comes the Meteor Strike.
Absolutely aggressive player.
That's what you want as your Doomfist, though. You want him to just make that other team turn around.
Sadly, it seemed like none of his supports had an angle on him, so he was left out to dry there.
Well, I mean, he's pushed up on the other side of the map.
Makes sense.
Granted, it's Doomfist, right? He presses 2 buttons and he's back to his team.
Yeah, like, who would win in a fight, Sonic or Doomfist? The answer might surprise you.
Who's got the better trap? With Junkrat or, oh, beautiful Junkrat play coming up the Kiriko. Suzu's out.
Ooh, she got Suzu and her teleport. That's both her abilities down.
Unfortunately, we did lose Casey for that push. But
Sure.
our Kiriko seems to be doing well. I have noticed that when I play ranked and I'm playing support, if my tank wants to go Doomfist, most of the time I realize I just have to go Kiriko and follow him in. Because if I don't, I feel like we lose a lot.
Kiriko was getting some like really nice hits there, and they just didn't seem to really pay attention to her.
Astral needs to be a little careful on his cleanse.
Yeah, I have
Placements.
a similar issue where sometimes I will cleanse when it's not necessary, or I'll cleanse but like shoot over their head.
Oh yeah, well, especially if they have Anna on the other team, but they don't have Anna on the other team, so not something he really has to worry about. But if they have Anna, like, you just have to wait until she's anting people with it.
The Ana Kiriko. No,
Oh!
oh wow,
Let's
3
go.
kills.
I hate those play of the games. They're the most boring play of the games on the planet. Junkrat Ultimate, it's just like, oh, here comes the tire. Here it comes, boom, they have 3 people dead. See you later.
There is nothing more terrifying than being a support player where you don't know where the Junkrat is, but you hear his voice.
Yeah. The best is when you can catch the Junkrat not paying attention and he uses it, and then you're just like standing in front of him, like beating him up while he's trying to control it.
Yeah.
The tire. There's nothing he can do.
It's even funnier those times where like you find the Junkrat's like body and you start shooting it, and he just comes back to circle around to you.
Right.
And kill specifically you. Another Doomfist ultimate. Is he gonna get the Moira?
Bang.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah, that Moira.
Moira was set to the Shadow Realm.
She has squashed. Which is wild. I guess her fade must have been on cooldown. Oh, did she just come out of it?
The biggest
That's
sin you can do as
unfortunate.
like a Moira player is just using your fade when like you're not super in danger, or like using your fade and not going into a spot where you're safe.
Yeah.
Because if it's down, you're just a easy target. Like, I guess you have a healing orb, but that's not gonna out heal you. That's not gonna out heal damage anymore, especially with the DPS buff.
Oh, too much damage with the Kiriko ultimate coming out. Was not able to keep Lord Sama up, and I'm a little surprised that Astral's not taking that high ground up there as Kiriko here. Astral and Casey, to be honest with you, like that high ground up there right in front of the point is like Junkrat god spot.
Oh yeah, totally. Like the high ground on this map is super advantageous. I really like using the high ground like in the middle there, and then on the left side of the screen, there's another high ground section you can get to with like Life Weaver and stuff. That's just like super easy. Just like set like a DPS there and just
Yeah.
Just let them sit there and kill stuff.
Speaking of Junkrat tires, here comes Casey's next tire. As long as he can not get killed by this
That was
Reaper. That was
almost
scary.
a very tragic altercation.
Yeah, that was scary.
I do like how he's just like shooting into rooms where he like.
Please
he's
get up on
assumed
top and
already.
use that tire. Rip it.
Rip it.
Nope.
Oh, from behind? In the middle of the group?
No way.
Oh! 4 of them! The entire team is gone!
Yo, that was fantastic ultimate there. Little cheeky though. He didn't really have to land right inside their team to use it. He knew he had it. He could have just done it, you know, right from that
From a
high
mile
ground
away.
and gone behind him.
I
But
suppose that does give them a little bit less time to react if it's not driving to them.
yeah, I mean, if you're standing there like you're part of their healing team, they're just gonna be like, oh, okay, I guess we're just dead now.
Yeah.
But on the same time, they were also getting sandwiched by the soldier ultimate that we had going
Yep.
on. So if you notice, we got the 3 kills with the it's called Ripcord or something, Riptire, and then the hacks that
The visor.
yeah, we'll just call it cheating.
Everybody calls it the aimbot.
Yeah, it's the
aimbot.
aimbot on the soldier there. So
Soldier player is getting to re-experience Call of Duty with the aim assist.
right, it feels that way sometimes.
Ooh, we are running Torb. I know
love
that
it.
we absolutely love running Torb on defense in this map.
I love running Torb on everything. He's so fun. It feels so satisfying getting headshots with Torb.
With the new projectile, like, it looks like he paid $40 for the Torb skin early.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Hey, you know, when you love a champion that much, you gotta take it.
Yeah.
It's a little surprised that he threw the turret there. Maybe
That's-
does he realize he could have just run up there and put the turret up top if he wanted to?
So when I was on Cream Team last semester, we put this turret there a lot because we found that it covered like our healers, like when they'd sit in the back,
Yeah.
it'd protect them, and it'd like hit other people that like weren't expecting it. Like it's a super safe spot for the turret where it's like not always getting damage, but it's going to be damaging people that get too close to like really zone them out.
Okay. Oh, I'm expecting
Nice
it'll
headshot.
probably help out. And we talk about the headshots with Torb. They just feel good, right? They do so much damage.
Especially with the new projectile buff, like you can like be hitting above their head and still hitting their head.
Yeah, blowing the, oh god, I've seen those TikToks where they're like, look at Tracer's hitbox. And it's like twice as high as she is. It's like, just aim at the top of her health bar and you're good.
Or like Baptiste surviving a Widow headshot because his arm hitbox is apparently bigger than
Right.
his head hitbox.
It's so weird. You would think at this day and age that, oh,
Ooh,
speaking
picking
of
that Torb.
dying there, that was strange.
It's going to be super sad because he was a lot of their pick potential. His turret is still up. They don't seem to be noticing it, which could be huge for us.
They did swap to the Ramatra. Monkey was obviously not doing it for him. Torb turrets are really good for just annoying the crap out of Genjis that are trying to dive you.
Definitely. Or like that Sombra or Tracer. Like
Yeah, and they're rocking the Genji right now, so
it's
unfortunately Ramatra will probably just stop most of it.
even, yeah.
Lord
It's even,
Sama here. I want to see him go up to the top, drop down, ultimate straight down onto them. Like, give it to me.
Oh, it's
When
like
I'm
they
playing
don't even
tank,
notice
I'm a
he's here.
diva tank, and I'm looking for those plays all day.
The one unfortunate thing about like when you have your ultimate, you do play differently, so it becomes kind of obvious that you have it a little bit. Dang, they're just pressuring him off. How to use his ultimate to stay alive there, it seems.
Oh,
Didn't get
Lumen Rider
much
just
value out of
throws
it.
the sleep dart out.
Yeah.
But it looks like we're getting the Ramatra is just doing a lot of work now, and that
Yeah.
would make sense. Ramatra is one of those tanks that I feel like doesn't have like a straight counter.
Yeah, Ramatra is kind of like, it feels a little bit like Kirika right now, where he's just like universally kind of amazing. The only like real counter I can think of is like, you put a Zenyatta orb on him, and the entire team just goes to town.
Yeah, you know, you just did not use the ultimate there. Okay, but the orb comes out. Baby Diva fighting Lucio is not going to win that fight, especially inside the Ramatra ulti.
Sadly, Baby Diva is not as strong as a Battle Mercy.
I don't know. I feel like Diva's gun, when she's Baby Diva, does so much damage. The amount of times I kill people because they're just like running at me for no reason.
I suppose the death from 1,000 cuts is still a death.
Well, I also like playing Moira too if I have to go DPS, so I'm used to just tickling people to death. But I do feel like if you're landing those D.Va shots consecutively as Baby D.Va, she does tons of damage.
For real, like, she's definitely like, she's like a bumblebee, not a butterfly.
You're telling me that Mercy's gun does more damage than D.Va's?
Headshots? Yeah, it's crazy.
Really? Might be time for me to swap things up.
New projectile buff, like Battle Mercies, get on it.
That's fair. Lots of good damage. Oh, good heal coming out. Moomin Rider using his shift button there.
I love the alternating between healing and shooting from Moomin Rider. He's doing really adeptly at just getting both damage and healing in right here.
It's very important too, right? You see the Kirikos do it. You know, throw your cards, auto attack twice, throw your cards, auto attack twice, throw your cards. If you can weave those in smoothly, and he's doing it with Baptiste, which is awesome.
Yes.
I need to learn that a little bit more with Lifeweaver, but I feel like the swap between the heal into the attack just takes so long with Lifeweaver.
Yeah, Lifeweaver, it's more of like a...
Look at the patience.
With Lifeweaver, it's more of a, are you reloading? Yes, switch to the other weapon. Are you reloading? Yes, switch to the other weapon.
Unfortunately, we didn't see any cool Lifeweaver pulls. We didn't see any cool plays. Looks like the swap here to the...
Orisa?
The Orisa, yeah. The Orisa was a good one.
Yeah.
He's got 96. He wants to just... he gets 2 auto attacks here. He can just ulti, right?
It's going to be the most vile Reaper ultimate of all time.
Yeah, this is going to be gross.
You're just not aware that he's in their back line.
He's going to have to wait. Oh, this would have been perfect time to use it, too. When they all got pulled in.
Orisa's gone. Okay. Is he going to go in for the ultimate?
No,
okay,
he shouldn't.
Gosh.
He got killed. What, Jay, is Baby D.Va main? Could you imagine being a Baby D.Va main? You run in, purposely get demeched, and just fight as D.Va until you can try to squish somebody.
If you're getting ditched by a Baby D.Va, you need to play a different video game.
Yeah, you probably should be playing
League of Legends. What?
Here comes the Reaper ultimate. Not as impactful as he wanted it to be.
Yeah, that's...
Mainly because he didn't use it with the Orisa ulti. If we would have had the Orisa ulti and that ultimate on it, it would have been crazy.
The Ramatra ulti is going to take down our tank, take down our Kiriko. We are likely going to lose our soldier, maybe? The Reddit Lucio is going for it.
Yeah, their Lucio's hyper aggressive. And unfortunately, he goes down there, still not using his ultimate.
We do have a time advantage if this goes bad, so...
Oh, here comes the ring around the rosy with ball here. It's one of my favorite things to see. Unfortunately, it's not going to last too long.
Ooh.
Is able to get the ultimate out, got one of the healers. I don't think that's going to matter too much unless... Oh, we swap to the Tracer. That's another pick. This is huge because the more people you can kill on this point, they're not going to make it back in time.
Tracer doing a really solid job of just avoiding...
Moomin Rider boops the other Lucio off the map, and now this just got turned on its head. What should have been an easy final win.
Oh, wow. They really secured the bag there. Holy cow.
Yeah, fantastic hold there. Only 1 minute and 30 left, though, so they got a long time to sit here and hold this point.
If they can just keep up like energy of that hold, like I could see them doing it.
We need at least 20 more seconds, right? Because that puts you at the 1 minute mark. We got 2:20 to push.
Yeah, and with like how adeptly we handled them during our attacking phase, I feel like we could get a lot of distance in comparison to them because I feel like their push took a little bit longer at the start.
D.Va throws the ultimate up, or I'm sorry, Tracer throws the ultimate up on top.
Astral
fantastic spot by Astral.
He's like a little security camera in the corner. She's going all in on their mantra.
She's got her getting her cooldowns back. Nice. Oh, fantastic use.
The most unfortunate thing about Baptiste is having to reload. Luckily, the scenario wasn't that bad for them.
That and Nana reloads at the most inopportune time are the worst.
Yeah, or Lifeweaver when you are on your final bullet and it's like, I can only put 70 health in. Don't die. Except it's not even 70 anymore because the damage passive.
What is it now?
Whatever 80% of 70 is. Math people, Get on that.
Fair enough.
We have pushed it back a decent amount. Like, they have a decent amount of space.
Well, they have to
now.
win regardless.
Yeah.
Like, unable to get the Moira there.
Moira was a little
But
bit
it didn't
riskier,
matter
though.
in the end. We get the team wipe.
Wow. That Moira, like, most
2-0.
Moira, yeah, 2-0, yeah.
2-0
I
right
love
there.
the Kiriko ending screen of her just hugging her dog.
Oh yeah, that
Fox.
was really good. And this I expected this to be play of the game. I think he got I think he killed all of us here with this. Yeah, this is the one I was anticipating.
Ramatra is just absolutely team fight changing.
Yeah, the Ramatra of let me run at you, AoE, laugh in your face.
Yeah. Jay Carey says that 80% of 70 is 56.
Hey,
So
Jay always comes in clutch with the knowledge. That's what I like to see. I don't know. I'm sure we'll get somebody in here to do an interview. I'm going to let you do the interview.
It's 2-0. We have one more game.
Oh, we got one more
It's
game?
best of 3.
Oh,
Best of 5.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I know? I don't know nothing.
It's not like League of Legends.
Oh, okay.
Because League games take 40 minutes.
They could, or you could just take an inhibitor at 20 minutes and, be almost done with the game.
Last week.
That was a fun series last week. Last week was
Yes.
really cool because, you slammed them in game 1, got slammed in game 2, and then slammed them again in game 3. So
Picked up Jana that morning, and it felt so good using her in that game.
Jod is definitely a lot of fun. We're not doing any games after this, right? Okay. So this will be our last, hopefully our last round.
Yeah.
Last round today. I did see Masa switch to the Genji at the end, which is I saw him defensive Genji on that point the first time I saw him play Overwatch.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, whoa, this guy knows what he's doing. Like, he knows where all the spots are for Genji to go and hide and,
Yeah, a good.
be a Genji that's the most annoying thing on the planet.
Yeah, a great Genji is a Genji that knows like when to fight and when to run the heck away.
Yeah. But even running away, he's just like, running way backwards, flicking his swords all over the place so you can't even shoot him. I hate him. He's the worst.
He's just biding his time until you're sub 50 HP so he can just end you instantly.
Right. And what the real issue for me is in Genji is I'm not good with characters like Mei. I don't have any time on Symmetra. So I don't personally have a DPS character that really does well against Genji. Because I play Sojourn, right?
Yeah.
And Genji just laughs at me. The amount of times I've been headshotted by my own railgun from a Genji is just infuriating. Full charge railgun right to my face.
Blue team had a quick play game earlier today when we were just warming up, where a Widowmaker just kept shooting into a Genji and just destroying her own skull.
Or,
New Junkertown.
Oh, we do a new Junkertown. Okay, cool. So let's talk about Junkertown characters. We got Roadhog. We got Junkrat, and we've got Junker Queen. So we have 2 tanks and a DPS.
Yeah.
When do we get a Junkertown support character that heals you with random stuff? Like a goblin from World of Warcraft or something, right? They're just using the most ridiculous parts and building things, and it's like, here's a weird health pack. Oh no, it hurts you for 10, but then it heals you for 100.
I absolutely love the concept of a Junkertown support having extra HP over other supports, but it uses HP to cast their abilities.
Okay.
Setting they're from Junkertown, so they're inventive. What if they made a health pack on the ground? It costs them some HP, but they can be used later by somebody else.
They're very orc and goblins from Warhammer-esque.
Yeah, just like normal Australians, honestly. I love how Overwatch lore is everybody's the same except for Australia, which is now Mad Max Fury Road.
Right.
Also, they changed this map. They added a lot of new stuff. First point, a lot of this stuff back here is completely new. So the cars are new, the buildings new, the water tower's new.
Oh, really?
Lighting is new. This is Junkertown Night technically.
Yeah. It looks pretty cool. I don't think I've ever played this on night.
It's so much less.
Is it? Okay. It's a good idea. It's a good aesthetic, I feel like.
Yeah, it's so much less open, which just makes it safer for characters that rely on cover.
Makes me happy that I can just play Reaper default skin and not be seen.
We love to see the Roadhog into Roadhog. Who's gonna get hooked first? looks like we are fighting for the first pick, but we're both stagnant. They are pushing it into us a bit.
And car still gives you passive healing.
Yes.
You're around it. What's the range on that? Like, how close do you have to be? Does it have to be movable? Do you? You have to be touching it, okay.
It's like the same thing as like if you're able to contest it, that's like the range of where you're healing, right? Yeah.
Okay. Lots of damage coming out as Hack tries to retreat here.
We got 2 picks on their teams. They're gonna have to retreat and regroup.
Yeah, and one of them went down. Oh yeah, the Torb
Swap to
cannon.
Curie.
Let's go.
The Curie swap is going to be super annoying for us. Luckily, we already have a Kiriko, so it shouldn't be much of an issue because Kiriko
Repair
is
your
an amazing
turret.
character.
No, don't let it die. That's your friend. Oh, speaking of letting it die.
Ana taken out, so our Roadhog can just be completely uncontested up here.
And they should have the advantage here, right? Because their spawns are closer.
Mm-hmm.
That Ana swap is going to be huge for them, I think.
Yes.
I feel like. So Astral's going to have to be on his toes. Now that we know that the Ana's on their team, he's going to have to be waiting for those antis to come out on Roadhog.
Yeah, usually like when I notice an Ana and I'm playing Kiriko, it's just like this Suzu button only for the Roadhog,
Yep.
nobody else.
You got to make sure, you know, for those people who might be lower levels in Overwatch, one of the biggest things that you can improve upon
Is he going to win the Soldier in 1v1? Is he going to win it?
Shouldn't.
Oh, he lasted so long.
But the Sojourn ended up jumping on to the Molten Core. So
Who really won in the end? The
Right.
answer is nobody.
you burned to death in lava.
Oh, Western is at a bit of a disadvantage.
Mind God
right now.
comes out of nowhere and just gets exploded as the Roadhog just put him in his place.
Solo ulting the Lucio. You love to see it. Oh, and now he's slept. Cleanses sleep. Okay.
Do you really need to cleanse the sleep there
Usually you just
to let Roadhog heal, right?
If you know that Nate is gone, I can see value in cleansing the sleep.
Whoa!
But generally, you just want to never cleanse sleep ever. You just have to hope that somebody else shoots Roadhog.
Right. Well, you know, they have 2 DPS on their team who are basically machine gun DPS, right? So one of them is going to tick him on accident by default, usually, especially Sojourn because she wants to be shooting him.
Totally. Nice save on the Roadhog with that
The
immortality.
melted both of the DPS
hits.
there, Casey.
Ooh, the nano ulting hug is a little bit scary. Sadly,
that angle.
Roadhog is not too effective at mid to far range with his ultimate, so it didn't get an absurd amount of value.
Oh, Moomin Rider just putting it to there, Anna. She was not having a good trade right there. Sometimes fighting Baptiste. I have tried to be good at Baptiste because I'm a Halo player.
Yeah.
And before they just swapped to the new gun, it was the battle rifle, 3-round burst gun. So he's using basically the same gun that I would use in Halo.
Yeah.
And so I used to use him a lot, but I always found myself DPSing way too much.
I just don't seem to understand him at like a fundamental level for some reason. Like, he is my kryptonite. Ooh, we'd love to see a Roadhog ultimate in a small and close room. Sadly, he doesn't get anybody with that.
And we did just lose both of our DPS here, so it's going to have to be Roadhog for the win. And the Fat Boy is putting it to him.
Nice.
He got 2 kills there. May misses her wall to cut him off, or was she trying to cut him off? No, it looks like she was just trying to retreat.
Setting the trap under May so
I
that her
love it.
life is over. You can actually place Life Weaver Petal under a blocked May, so if you're trying to finish a point and she's contesting it, just lift her away from point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that. That's good to know.
Yeah,
This is why I have you here, hanging out with me to teach me Life Weaver tricks.
Totally.
I'm already good on the Orisa ultimate. I'm good on people who get slept. But I haven't thought about lifting May up yet, so that's pretty cool. Or even if you're trying to save her, right? If she does it, you just throw it under.
My favorite new thing with Life Weaver now is that his petal acts as a shield against Ramatra now because they buffed it. So you think it wouldn't come up, but it comes up a lot apparently.
The pedal acts as a shield?
So Ramatra with his punches used to go through petal
Yeah,
But now
you're
it
right.
doesn't, because it doesn't act as
Oh.
a shield anymore. It acts as
Yeah.
like, an actual object, which is super useful against Ramatra.
Mind God gets run down here. We still have 50 seconds left to get into
Up to 2 minutes
to stop.
now.
Yeah.
2-minute hold is completely doable.
I would say on this point, if you're on defense, getting up on top of what is it, a turbine, or something is so important. Like just playing this spot right here, just back and forth shooting, is usually never the play. Like you really want your Ana to be up on top of there. You want her to be on top of the left side.
Honestly, like, I really like Lifer at this like point, just because you can put a bunch of people up high on the turbine for free whenever you want. Basically.
Yeah, you basically are telling them they're wrong.
Yeah.
And they need to get
Totally
up on high
thought
ground.
that rock hit him, but apparently not. Bastion sadly does die.
We should see Soldier ultimate here shortly. He's going to try to get away to try to reposition, but I don't think he's going to be able to.
Yeah, it looks like
And this is what we need.
wipe.
We need Soldier up on the high ground, right?
Yes.
He's got his ultimate. We have Kiriko who can literally just climb up there. I would say from an Astral standpoint, watching his gameplay, I really would like to see him take more of those angles that are high. He's got decent aim, right? I've seen him land some great kunai.
Yeah.
I just
Ooh, is Astro gonna go down?
working a little
No,
bit on
he's-
his angles, I think, and then he'll be awesome.
We do have 2 ultimates against their 2 ultimates. It could become a Soldier and ultimating Kiriko ult. Oh no, that means they haven't used it yet. Sorry, the check mark means they haven't used it yet.
Yeah. So Casey goes down immediately, but so does their Soldier. Ramatra gets antied, gets cleansed.
They're really just putting it all into the Ramatra right now.
Yeah, they really are trying to get her down, but it's not working out. And now he's lasted long enough where the Ana is dead, the Sojourn is dead, and the Kiriko should die here momentarily
close to
too.
dead.
She lived. Where did she go? Who did she Suzu to? The only guy for her to Suzu to was the tank.
She really just like faded out of existence, like that meme of the guy just giving the peace sign.
Oh yeah, and he's just gone.
We do hold it next to the final point, so that's good for us. That means we can win on the attack. It is a little bit sketchy just how far they got it, but I really trust that the team can do well on offense to get it there. Especially with Lord Sam and how aggressive he is, I feel like that playstyle would lend more to attack rather than defense.
Yeah. Hey,
Kachimari.
it's the king.
I wonder if we're gonna get Junker King at any point, because we did see him in like the Junker Queen lore video.
Oh really?
Yeah.
We'll see him there. Imagine if he was a support character.
That'd be like extremely funny, because like what we've seen of him as a character is like he's extremely selfish. So seeing like the complete turnaround, it'd be kind of like Renata Glass, where it's like her just like ordering people and empowering them.
Right.
But like it's not because she likes them; it's because she's like, get this done for me.
We need to be done with this so I can move on with my life. It's very, but Moira is kind of the same way, right?
Yes.
But Moira is like doing it for science and shit, right? She's trying to further technologies.
Yeah, she's
And-
like, I'll heal you because it's more interesting to keep you alive.
Yeah. And it lets me test out all this cool stuff.
Yes. Moira would totally like abolish the Geneva Convention if she could, just for fun.
Her and Lifeweaver's lines are pretty fun sometimes.
I like how they're just like complete opposites. Where like she's just messing around with like the genetics
Ooh,
of like humans.
great headshot.
Ooh.
Yeah, or when he's like, I don't agree with you. And she's like, is it because of my atrocities against humanity? My crimes against nature? My all these terrible things? He's like, yeah, that's a good start.
I love how like sassy Lifeweaver is. Love to see Ash getting some height with her
Yeah,
shotgun.
landing the shots. Oh, if he landed that one more shot, that was the end of that. But Bastion is pretty low.
Ash is pretty.
Oh, did he? Oh, he did not get
that's
anybody with that. That's
unfortunate.
crazy. They were all around that box.
Must have been blocked.
Great shots by Casey.
Ashe is super good in the current state of the game just because her fire can do like AoE anti-heal now with a 20% anti-heal.
Is that what burn does now?
Yeah.
In general?
Does
that mean Maga is unreal right now?
Not Maga. So all DPS characters, when they do damage to somebody, they get 20% reduced healing for the next 2 seconds.
Okay.
Burn.
She's burning down. We saw her. Taco Flies, unfortunately, not able to get away from the dynamite burn there. And as Anna, he's just wandering around, slowly dying.
It's extremely good with Ashe because she does sustain damage for so long and there's so many people with her burn. And she gets to poke from long range just to further apply that like debuff.
I just never feel like I land my shots with her, and it makes me sad because she's the only, like, I'll be landing, you know, 60% of my railgun shots with Sojourn and stuff like that, and I switch to Ashe and I land nothing.
I feel like Ashe hit scan is a lie. Like, I can't be that bad at the game. It's not true. I'm being gaslit.
Yeah. So I just don't ever play her, but I know Bob is an incredibly strong ability, right?
Bob is
gotta be one of the strongest.
Is a 6 team member in this 5v5 game. Ooh, taking out that Junkrat. Love to see it.
Like, if I have to sleep Bob as an Anna, I'm annoyed.
Yeah.
The fact that he can even be asleep is weird to me. But then again, Bastion can be asleep, so... You know.
Bob actually just, like, does... For basically, like, all intents and purposes, he's, like, treated as, like, an additional player on the team as long as he's there.
I will say, as Lifeweaver, Anna, Ashes generally don't scare me. Because of the amount of movement that you can do. And they don't want to waste their shots, right? And you going all over the place is generally... There's usually easier people on your team to mess with if they're Anna.
Yeah, Lifeweaver is just like an extremely safe character where you just never really have to put yourself in dangerous situations. Like, you can peek out of a corner for like a split second and heal somebody.
Says Diva's mech can sleep and it's not sentient. It's true. Like, why can the mech go to sleep? Imagine if they started classifying people as like mech versus like sentient or not, right? Because then you could say Diva can't be slept in mech, but it can be slept out of. Or like imagine if Bastion couldn't be slept. But even when you sleep Bastion, he stays tank.
True. It really makes me wonder.
Take
like,
it off. Congratulations on the win today. Oh, we were rescheduled for Friday.
To see the character making use for ultimate.
You'll still get the W. For those of you who don't know, our Tier 1 Overwatch team had a unfortunate forfeit win today for them. And then same thing was happening with one of our Madden players, but Cyberg, right? Yeah, Cyberg. They decided to reschedule that, so we revoked the Diva's Fully Awakened as well. You can move the controls while asleep.
That is so fun for her.
So it's like an EMP.
Yeah.
It's like here we go. See, shoot the tree. There you go, guys. It's that easy. As Lifeweaver remains, when a team decides to shoot your tree, it's very sad.
Yeah, like when my team doesn't shoot trees, like nobody ever shoots the tree when I'm playing against Lifeweaver. So I just hope to God they don't do it to me, because when they do it to me, my ultimate is useless.
Yeah, it's really sad. And that's game. That's a 3-0 for the Cream team here at Western. Get another probably ulti player. Yeah, another Ramatra ulti player. But at least Ramatra feels like you have to do something with her when she's doing it, unlike Riptire, which is just go kill people.
Yeah, Ramatra definitely feels more like a very fair character. When I died to Ramatra, I'm like, I was too close. That's on me. When I died to a Widowmaker, I'm like, get her out of the game.
Get her out of the game.
Get her out.
When I see they have a Widowmaker or Hanzo on their team, I'm literally just playing angles. I don't ever give them a chance to really kill me.
Sometimes when I see Widowmaker, I'm like, oh, so Moira? I'm hearing Moira. I'm just going to fade on her and orb her.
She has nothing at that point.
Or I'm going to Reddit Lucio it and miss all my shots and get headshot.
Yeah, that happens too. It also, I get headshot randomly, like engaging her as like just any DPS. I feel like sometimes I jump at her and I land, and she just like whoop. And it's those players that take that extra second to charge up, knowing that they might die in a moment, but still take that shot that are just on another level.
I definitely think that the scariest Widowmaker players are the ones that will scope in on you at point blank range, fully confident that they're going to shoot you in the head.
They know they're hitting that shot, right? That's when I fade as Moira, right when I think they're going to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, now you're dead.
It's always so satisfying when that happens as Moira.
Does anybody win a Moira versus Moira fight?
It depends on who uses their damage orb and who uses their heal orb.
Which one is better? It's got to be damage orb, right?
Damage orb is only 200 damage maximum. Healing orb is 300 damage maximum. So you out-heal the damage from Moira.
If you're using healing orb?
Yeah, healing orb heals more than damage orb damages.
Right. So, but if I'm the Moira that's going to use the damage orb against the Moira going to use the healing orb, my damage orb is also healing me. And so is my auto attack. So, who are you guys sending us? These two? All right, I'm going to step out. Bonier's here is going to do the interview. I know he's excited for it. He had no idea it was coming.
I've never done an interview in my life.
I'll see you guys tomorrow, I think. What do we got tomorrow? We got Rocket League? No.
Friday.
That's Friday.
Mario Kart tomorrow.
Mario Kart, there we go.
Yeah, I'm there because I play Mario Kart. Let's go. I forgot today's Wednesday.
You guys can send over there too. You're in it.
Come on, my God.
Hello, Ethan. I'm very bad at interviews, but
Very bad at receiving them.
I noticed at the very beginning, Asher was playing Lifeweaver and you were playing Kiriko. What was like the thought process behind that?
Miscommunication.
Miscommunication.
Yeah. He was going Lucio to just speed boost us so we get there a little quicker, and then gonna go Kiriko, and I saw that we didn't have a Kiriko, and I was like, oh, I'll just go Kiriko because we have a Doomfist.
Happy little accident just to see a Lifeweaver.
It went all right. We still won the round, so nothing bad.
Mine got. I noticed some like very good like crosshair placement from you.
Oh yeah, whenever they like piled up in an area, I would just sit there and just left and right with it.
Yeah, shoot him in the head. Are you noticing the new DPS passive with the reducing of healing?
Not really as much as I should be.
I
My
have.
healers are really good at that, so.
I have.
Yeah,
It does not feel as good as it was.
I've definitely, I've definitely noticed it as like a healer too, where like, I'm pumping literally everything I have into this one person. Why is their HP going down?
Right, yeah. It's just, normally if I'm using my amp and I'm hitting body shots, their health goes up a little bit. Now it's like, well, not really. It'll stay the same.
Yeah, their death is delayed rather than prevented.
Exactly. If they just can't keep the DPS output, then they somehow survive. Otherwise...
I really liked your gameplay on King's Row. I felt like that push against them, we just completely decimated them on the first point, was amazing.
Yes.
With the Doomfist going ahead and hunting them down with the help of the Junkrat. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised by how well it went. But, I mean, it worked. When I saw two people got antied and we had no cleanse, it was a stressful.
Yeah, I did notice a few times where a cleanse would happen, and it's like, the anti's coming though, no!
Yeah.
But it seemed to mostly work out.
Yeah. I mean, we won.
Yeah, you did win. Congrats on a 3-0 victory.
Yeah.
Is this your first game on the team, or your second one?
This, I believe, would be my first. There
Ah.
were the ones I missed.
Yeah, you played very adeptly for your first game. Good job.
I agree, actually. He actually was keeping up with Caden, which is impressive for just learning how to play on PC. So
Oh, you were also a console player?
Yes, I mainly play console.
the three of us right here,
Me,
Nintendo Switch.
when I was a Switch player until last season.
This man had withdrawals over winter break because he was playing on Switch.
I literally couldn't go back. I went back to Switch, and I'm like, it's not for me. I'm just deleting the game, never touching it again. If there's no PC, I'm not an Overwatch player. Nope. Like, I played Moira, and I couldn't hit my shots. Like,
That has to be a revelation to like just put down the game.
yeah, very humbling experience.
Retirement.
Retirement, honestly. Whenever I don't have a PC, it's over.
Like Tom Brady, I'm coming back one more season after going into retirement.
Never-ending cycle.
Yeah.
Well, You played. I'm very bad at this. You played extremely well, both of you. Especially liked your swapping between damage and healing as Baptiste, and I loved you like constantly getting headshots. That is all for our stream today. Drop a follow if you want, because follows are super cool. Sub to us if you want to, because subs are super cool, and they get you like cool emotes, and the money like goes to the esports program. Follow us on like our socials, which these Kilk taught me this. Just look at this. Thank you.
YouTube, Twitter, Twitch,
Yeah.
TikTok.
I heard that people that follow us on social media are like the coolest people on the planet. So like, just do it. Just do it. Tomorrow we will be streaming Mario Kart, Call of Duty, I think.
Yep.
Third game. Which one is that?
That game. Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow?
Is there a third game tomorrow?
I know Thursday's
FIFA?
COD days.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about how like Mario Kart's 2 games and COD's 2 games too, because we double up. Street Fighter, yeah, we love Street Fighter. Thank you for watching the stream, and peace out.